Hello, my name is The Question, and thanks for watching this December haul video of December 2021. As you can see by this table here, I went a little much on my pickups this month, but Barnes & Noble didn't help with, with an after Christmas 50% off hardcover sale, and then Right Stuf had a holiday sale. This is my first time, collecting and buying and reading manga when Right Stuf was having a holiday sale, so I did not know that they were going to have so much series that I wanted on sale. We got some box sets. I got a kind of bunch of stuff from a bunch of different places. I think it ended up with maybe a couple more than 150 volumes for the month of December. I definitely need to slow it down a bit for January. I definitely won't be looking to pick up too much more than kind of standard pre-orders and some series. I doubt there's gonna be any sales this crazy next month. Hopefully not. But yeah, this is everything for December, and I'm gonna go ahead now and break everything down. Okay, so let's get started. I'm gonna start off with what I got from the website Takara Cafe. That is a manga website. They have a pretty decent amount of stuff. They had a sale going on during Black Friday, and the stuff came in during this month. So here's what I got from them. We have Imanon, which is volume 2. It says Imanon Wanderer Part 1. If you remember from my last video, I got the other 2 volumes of this, and then this one I had already had on order from Takara Cafe, so this showed up. I have not read this series yet. There's that. And then here's a series that I've been meaning to grab. We have Kino's Journey, The Beautiful World. I watched the Kino's Journey original anime like back when it came out a very long time ago and really liked it. So I've been meaning to pick this one up. I've heard good things about it. Got some nice art. A cool story. I mean, really the only thing I remember about the anime is that you have this girl who's traveling basically the country with her bike that she talks to. That's kind of all I remember of it. I don't remember if the bike actually talks back or if it's just she's talking to her bike. It's been a very long time, but that's really all I know about the series. So we have volume 1, volume 2, volume 3, and then of course this series also was on sale during Right Stuf's holiday sale during the month of December, but I had already ordered it from Takara Cafe, and I'm fine. The price wasn't too big of a difference from what Right Stuf was doing with their sale, and they had all the volumes in stock. So there is 7. And then here is the final volume, volume 8. And that's everything I got from Takara Cafe. Okay, so next I have pickups that I got from Wow Cool, which is an independent comic book shop that sells stuff online. They mainly focus on indie comics, but they do have, I'd say, a small amount of manga, and they tend to focus on drawn and quarterly stuff. Some dark horse, kind of some more harder or less popular series. So here's everything that I picked up from them. They were having a Black Friday sale. The prices weren't super low. I definitely could have got most of these for cheaper on like Right Stuf or something like that. But I like supporting that type of stores, especially when they sell manga. So here's what I got from them. We have I Am a Hero Omnibus number 3. I picked up volume 1 used maybe a month or so ago. This is a series I'm going to read eventually, but I'm not in a huge hurry to start reading this. So, I'll pick up a random volume here or there. Then we have Trash Market, getting into the old school manga stuff, the drawn and quarterly books. And then we have another one by that creator. We have Slum Wolf. Real nice colors on this cover. And then we have some Yoshihiro Tatsumi books. We have Goodbye. We have Abandon the Old in Tokyo. And then we have The Pushman and Other Stories. So these are all the same kind of style of books like that Drawing Quarterly is releasing by this creator. And then I had picked up in my last haul some Hiro Taniguchi books. He's a creator that I've wanted to get into, and this series is one that I've heard a lot of good things about. So I've been wanting to collect this, and they had these 2 volumes in stock there. So I'm talking about The Summit of the Gods. So we have volume 2. And as you can see, really detailed backgrounds and artwork here. So there's volume 2. And then they also had volume 3. So I got both of those. And then this book just looked cool. I didn't even know, it's not manga. It is by a Japanese creator, but it's more of like a children's style book, with just some really creepy art. And this is Ravina the Witch. Kind of show you a little bit inside, and as you can see, some really nice artwork here, but it's more kind of like your standard children's storybook with a creepy art style. So, and this is by Titan. So grab this. And that was everything that I got from Wow Cool. Okay, so next is the little bit that I got from Amazon this month. I had heard on a Reddit post where they were talking about Teo Matsumoto. I thought I had most of his English work, but I found out that he had a story that was released in a collection that I did not have and that I didn't know anything about. So I picked that up, and that is this collection called The Tipping Point by Humanoids. And it has creators from all over the world. So there's some manga creators in here. There's a story in here from Naoki Urasawa, which was actually collected in that Sneeze volume that was released by Viz. But the Teo Matsumoto story has not been collected anywhere else in English, so I picked this up. It's a really nice hardcover. On Amazon, it was for retail, I think, but there was only like 2 copies left when I bought it, so I didn't mind picking it up. And as you can see, here's the Matsumoto tale called Hanako's Fart, and it's got a nice table of contents and introduction of this book. So there's that. And then this book is by the same creator of A Bride Story, a series that I managed to get all of maybe 2 hauls ago, and I've been meaning to grab all of Emma. So if you're a manga collector or reader, you probably know the volume 4 hardcover of this is the one that's insanely hard to get. Volume 2 is also pretty rare, or pretty hard to get for a decent price. And thankfully this popped up from a third-party seller on Amazon, which was Half Price Books, and that's the same place that I managed to get a cheap copy of Komi Can't Communicate Volume 6 last month. They had this for less than $20, and I couldn't pass that up because I've been wanting to read this. So here we got Emma Volume 2, and it's in really good condition. And this is a series that there are, I think, 5 hardcovers, and so they got Volume 2 of that. And then this box set I've had on my wish list for a while, waiting for it to kind of drop in price, and it dropped enough where I kind of finally felt like picking it up. And here we go. We have the complete Cheese Sweet Home. So this is the box set, which has the whole series, part 1 through 4. And as you know, I love cats. This looks like a cute series. These are in color, it looks like. So here's what the box looks like. I'm sure most people know about this series. It's fairly popular, but I'll kind of... Here's what the books look like. You might have seen these. Like, I see them, these actual individual volumes, omnibus volumes, at Barnes & Noble and stuff. So, but as you can see, just kind of some cute cat stuff, which is always something I'm going to be interested in. So I managed to grab that, and that was everything I got from Amazon for December. Okay, so next, this is going to be a bunch of just little hauls from various places. So we have first a local used bookstore in Arizona is changing hands. So I got a few things from them. We have Flying Witch. They had volumes 1, 2, and 3. This is a cute looking series that I've been meaning to pick up, and they had these first 3 volumes for a cheap price. And then this is a series that I've never heard of or seen anywhere. It's called Kitchen Princess Omnibus. I knew nothing about it. I was like, okay, it looks different than books that I normally pick up. But I did a quick check on Goodreads, and it had like really good reviews, and there was only 4 omnibuses. So I figure I'd go ahead and grab it, especially for like $6 a volume. So it looks like some cute kind of cooking, maybe more slice of life manga. And so they had volume 1 of the omnibus, and then volume 2. And then afterwards, after I bought these, and I was like, well, let me see about getting the rest. Of course, this is a series like most manga series where there's one random volume that's incredibly hard to find or expensive. And for this one, it's omnibus number 3. I went on eBay and there wasn't a single copy available. It's not on Amazon. It's not for sale anywhere. So I don't know when I'm actually going to read this, because I kind of want to make sure I have the whole series before I'm going to start checking it out. And next, I didn't do my normal kind of sweep of the different Zia records that I normally do at least once a month. This month, with the Right Stuff hauls or holiday sale, and kind of there was just a lot of stuff. So I only went to one Zia Records, and I picked up volume 1 and 2 of Dr. Stone, a series I'm sure most people are aware of, Shonen Jump story. Not normally my type of book, but I figure it's well reviewed for a Shonen Jump series, and it's pretty popular. So for 2 volumes, I figure I'd at least give the first 2 volumes a shot and see how I liked it. And then this is another book I haven't heard of, and this is Tohio Game, volume 1, and this is a Yin Press kind of omnibus. And it kind of, just reading the synopsis on the back, it kind of looks like some sort of battle royale type story, but I don't know too much about this. But that was everything I got. I only got those 3 volumes from Zia Records. And then here's what I got from eBay this month. So we have, I did manage to get Kitchen Princess Omnibus Volume 4. This one was less than retail for a used copy, and this is the final volume, so now I just need that elusive Volume 3. And then this series, there's another one where there's a few volumes that are that are really only for sale for above retail. Thankfully, there's not a lot of volumes in this series. And that is Saturn Apartments. It just has an interesting look. I kind of like the artwork here and the colors. So I managed to grab the volumes from eBay that were available for a cheap price. And most of these were like $6 to $8 shipped. So we got volume 1. We have volume 2. We have volume 5. And then we have volume 7. Some of these were a little bit more. Some of these were like in the $10 to $15 range. I think 8. I think it goes through volume 8. But yeah, so I'm definitely, I have the rest of them in my wish list of things I want to pick up eventually, but in no rush to finish out that series. And then the last pickup from eBay, I made a separate video for this, but I'm just going to show it here. And that is the manga volume release of Pineapple Army. This is an old Viz release. I've only seen one copy of this in the last year, and that was in someone's Reddit post showing off their collection. It almost never pops up for sale anywhere. And as a huge Naoki Urasawa fan, I had to grab this. If you want some more info on this book, or kind of a little bit more history of it, like I said, I made another video just specifically for this book. It's only about 10 minutes long, so if you have any interest in seeing about this release, Here we go. Like I said, really old Viz manga release of Pineapple Army, and it's the only collected version of that series. So that's everything from eBay. And then I had one pickup from Mercari. I've actually never bought something from Mercari before. I've looked at it. For anyone unaware, it's kind of like a Facebook Marketplace type selling place, you know, where, you know, usually I haven't bought anything because the prices whenever I see are not super great. I haven't seen like any good deals, and when I do, they're usually snatched up real quick. But someone was selling the majority of Platinum End. I think it was like volumes 3 through 13. And I needed volume 3, and volume 3 never pops up for a decent price. So I grabbed it just specifically for volume 3, which you see here. And then I sold off the rest of the series, or the rest of the volumes, and just kept volume 3. So now I have everything of Platinum End other than volume 14, which comes out later in 2022. So that was all the small hauls. Okay, this next bunch is from Barnes & Noble. As most of you are aware, Barnes & Noble kind of snuck in a 50% off hardcover sale the day after Christmas. I had hoped that I was finished with all my manga pickups for the month, but they snuck this one in. And normally their sales exclude, sales like this usually exclude manga, but this one did not. And there was a bunch of hardcovers that I was interested in, so I grabbed quite a bit, as you'll see here. So I've got Erased hardcover volume 1. Unfortunately, out of the 4 different Barnes & Nobles that I went to, this is the only volume that any of them had. This is a series I've been meaning to get into, but like a lot of series nowadays, there's some volumes that are harder to find. I managed to grab Emma Volume 1, which is out of stock at a lot of places. So here's that volume. And we've got the deluxe edition of Blade of the Immortal, Volume 4. I already had Volumes 1 and 2, and you'll see Volume 3 in my Right Stuff haul. But I couldn't pass it up for the half price, even though I haven't started reading those yet. And then I also bought a boatload of Vinland Saga. I love Planetus by this creator, and but there's a ton of these hardcovers, and I wasn't in any rush to start reading them. So I picked up volumes 1 and 3 for cheap at places, but I couldn't pass up 50% off on these. Even used, I'm probably not ever going to find them for that price. So I got a bunch of volumes of that. So we have volume 2. We have volume 4. As you can see, these are kind of nice Kodansha hardcovers. We have 5. We have 6. We have 7. We have 8. I really like this cover. They didn't have 9. And then we've got 10. And then we've got 11. So I got a huge amount of Vinland Saga. So that puts me at everything up to date other than volume 9. So definitely sometime in 2022, I'm going to read through these volumes. I know they're pretty slow to come out. I think 13 got pushed back a bunch. Not 13, 12. So I'll definitely be reading those sometime in 2022, and I'm really looking forward to finally being able to check out that series. Okay, and this next massive box set is from Yen Press. There's plenty of people online on YouTube that are showing off this set, so if you want to see what the insides of this Pandora box limited edition collection of the Pandora Heart series is, there's lots of unboxing of those. I don't know when I'm actually going to get to read this, so I'm going to leave it sealed for now, and then I'll open it once I get a chance to start reading it, so it doesn't get beat up. But yeah, so this series popped back up for sale. It had been out of print for quite a while. For anybody who's unaware, it was selling on I would see people listing this set on eBay for like $1,500 to $2,000. Like, you know, whenever I'd be kind of looking at manga box sets on eBay, this one was always on there for an insane amount of money, and I didn't know, you know, I had never really heard of the series. I didn't really know too much about it, but it was always on there, so it was something that I was kind of unaware of. But Yen Press did a re-release directly through their website, and I managed to get it ordered shortly after it became available. And it is a very heavy box. They packaged it really well. It was kind of packaged in this styrofoam container inside of a box to keep them from being damaged, which is awesome because Amazon would have just thrown this in a cardboard box and every corner would have been dented in. And, you know, when you have an expensive box set like this, you kind of want the quality to be nice. But yeah, so sometime this year I'll definitely read this and give it a shot. But as of now, I'm just going to leave it sealed so it doesn't get beat up while it's on my shelf or my cats mess with it. So here's what I picked up from Yen Press. Okay, so this last huge bunch is all going to be from Right Stuff. This is my first year collecting and reading manga. Where there's been a Right Stuff holiday sale. So I didn't know what to expect. I just knew they usually have a lot of good sales going on during this time period, but I didn't realize how hard they were going to go and how much I was going to pick up. So I'm going to start off with the non-sale stuff. So this is the pre-order stuff and then just the regular in-stock stuff that I picked up. So I'm going to go ahead and start with that. So this is stuff that was just in stock. Just random pickups that I got. I think I had ordered this volume a while ago and this came in, or this was a pre-order. Some of this stuff I can't remember if it was a pre-order or if it was just out of stock and it just came in. So first we have Kageki Shoujo Volume 3. We have The Ancient Magus Bride Supplement 2. I think I mentioned before, like, I have all of The Ancient Magus Bride. And then the last haul I had bought the side stories, and then, you know, there was these two supplements, so I figured I'd just grab it. You know, I don't know if I'm gonna read it anytime soon. I did finish off the first, I did read through all of Ancient Magus Bride, but I'll probably read these eventually. We have The Witch and the Beast Volume 7. Once again, I can't remember if this was a pre-order that I got or if I just didn't have this volume. I think 7 is the last volume that's out. This is a really great underrated series. Definitely check it out. And then they finally sent me the 2 volumes of Jujutsu Kaisen that they had never sent me. I ordered the whole series back when they had it on sale for like I think it was like $5.50 a volume. Maybe back in like June or July, I think. I can't even remember. But they finally got the last 2 volumes in stock that they hadn't sent me, and that was Volume 0 and Volume 4. So I finally have 0 through 12, and I'll finally start checking out this series, see if I like it. I mean, it's one of the most popular series in manga. I'd like to give it a fair shot, see what I think of it, and then, you know, if I don't enjoy it, I can always pass it along to someone else. Then I threw this one in to meet my free shipping on one order. We have Satoko and Nada Volume 2. If you remember, in a past haul, I got Volume 1 of this used at a place. I still have not checked it out, but it looks like a fun series, a nice slice of life series, so I figured I'd just grab this volume. And then we have Blue Period Volume 5. I've heard nothing but great stuff about this series, so I wanted to pick it up. The first 4 volumes were all out of stock. The only one they sent me was Volume 5, so this is the only volume of the series I have so far. And then same thing with Jujutsu Kaisen. I ordered all of these volumes a long time ago, and they're slowly sending me the last few. That is The Promised Neverland. So they sent me Volume 4 and Volume 7. So I think now all I'm missing is 6, maybe just 6. So then I can start reading this. And then we have another Summit of the Gods volume. They had volume 1 in stock, so I grabbed that. They had some Emma hardcovers in stock. Obviously not 4, the hard to get one, but they did have volume 3 and volume 5, which it says here's the final one. So now I'm just missing volume 4, which hopefully, like Prom G, where he got lucky and found a copy on Amazon for a cheap price, hopefully I get lucky like that, but we'll see. Then we've got another Hiro Taniguchi book, The Ice Wanderer and Other Stories. Right Stuff doesn't have a lot of his work, especially in stock. But I did grab, I occasionally they'll have a volume in stock, and then so I grabbed this one. And then they also had Erased volume 2 hardcover, so I picked that up. So now I have 1 and 2. I think it's the later ones when they start getting harder to find. And then next, I think these are all pre-orders. So we had Akira Toriyama's Manga Theater. I was unsure if I was going to pick this up. I don't have, those Dragon Ball Z. I enjoyed them, the anime, back when they came out. But I don't have a lot of nostalgia for that stuff. But this is a short story collection. It looked interesting. I figure I'd give it a chance. I really like the colors and the artwork here. This is a really nice looking picture here on the back. We've got Chainsaw Man Volume 8. This is another series where I decided to give a shot because it's something all the kids are talking about. They still haven't sent me volumes 1 and 2, so I have 3 through 7 and now 8. We have Vinland Saga Book 12, so that can go with my my other volumes that I have. This one just came out. We have Kaiju number 8, volume 1. This one was not on my radar. I wasn't planning on picking up, but I've heard a ton of people talk highly of it. The Omnibus Collector has talked about it regularly, about how much he enjoyed it, and it was one of his favorite new series, so I decided to grab the first volume. We have Blood on the Tracks, volume 7. This has been delayed for a few months now. I really enjoyed the first 6 volumes of this series by Shuzo Oshimi. Very disturbing story. I'm probably going to wait till a bunch, it's a very fast read. These volumes there's a lot of wordless pictures. I'd say it maybe takes like 15-20 minutes to read each volume. So I'm probably going to wait till a couple of these come out before I actually continue reading. Then we've got volume 6 of Maizen Ikoku. I still have not started reading this series, but these releases are so nice looking. I kind of have to grab each one when they come out, and I'm sure I'm going to enjoy it, but I've gotten 1 through 6. We have Golden Kamui, volume 24. We have Real, volume 15. This is another series like Slam Dunk, which I recently acquired all of. I really want to read this series as a basketball fan. It's always looked interesting to me. I actually thought this series was done with, and I get this random volume I saw on solicits. So I definitely want to go back. So sometime in 2022, I'm going to make an effort to get the first 14 volumes of this, so I can start reading this series. And here we go, volume 15. And then we've got Comey Can't Communicate, volume 16. We have Robo Sapiens Tales of Tomorrow. This one I know nothing about. Nothing about the creator. I just saw this on the solicits, and it looked, it just pulled me in, and I was like, I got to get this. It's got a very distinct art style for manga here, as you can tell. It says that it's an award-winning science fiction saga. So it says here it won the Division Grand Prize at the 2020 Japan Media Arts Festival. But this is a really nice-looking Seven Seas release. I'm looking forward to checking that out. We have the next Junji Ito story collection, Deserter. This is a book I've been waiting for a while. I've read through every single Junji Ito book that's been released in English so far, and I'm really looking forward to checking this one out. I know this is some of his more older, earlier works, and I think this was released in English previously in one of those Dark Horse releases from a long time ago. But I'm really looking forward to checking this out. Then we have Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 13. So now I have 0 through 13 and I can start reading. We have a book called Pez. This I don't know too much about, other than that it was in color and it had some the artwork. It has a nice style to it, but I didn't know too much about it. And as you can see, it's a very small, almost comic book size, but some really nice full color art. I'll check out the story, but it's very small and it retails for $25. So obviously discounted at Right Stuff, but I did not expect that it was going to be quite this small. So we'll see after I read it if I enjoy it and that was worth the money. Then we have Die Dark Volume 3. Still haven't been able to get the missing volumes of Dorohedoro that are hard to find, but I did read through the first 2 volumes of Die Dark and really enjoyed it. Can't wait to read Volume 3. Like a lot of series, my memory is terrible, so I'm going to wait until I get a few volumes before I actually continue on with this series. So we have Volume 3. And then my last pre-order was Clockwork Apple by Osamu Tezuka. This is another one of those platinum digital manga releases that were kickstarted. I've got a ton of these now, and this was a reprint that they did for Clockwork Apple. So I'm glad that they reprinted this. I'm glad to have this in the collection. And that was all the reprint or all the pre-orders and older stuff. So now let's move on to the sale stuff. Okay, so let's start with all the hardcovers. So these are all the hardcovers. I grabbed all the JoJo hardcovers that I didn't have that were on sale with the holiday sale. So we got JoJo's, I think this is, Part 3, Volume 4. And then Part 3, Volume 7. And then we've got a few of the Part 4s. And that is Part 4, Volume 3. Part 4, Volume 6. And I promise I will start reading this series sometime in 2022. Volume 7. So that was all the JoJo volumes they had in stock. I've been meaning to pick these up for forever, and then they had this whole series in a giant bundle as part of the holiday sale. So we have Full Metal Alchemist, Full Metal editions. We've got the ones they've sent me. I ordered the whole series, but obviously a bunch of them were out of stock. This is probably one of the biggest things that they probably sold the most of during the holiday sale. Because it's a pretty popular series and these are really nice releases. So they sent me Volume 1. They sent me Volume 6. Volume 9. Volume 10. Volume 11. Volume 12, and Volume 13. And it's weird because when I was reading on Reddit about because this is kind of my first time where they've had sales on Right Stuff where they'll have a giant bundle of the whole series. So I've never seen that before. And everybody that I saw when they mentioned sales like that on Right Stuff, they said that they literally won't send anything from that bundle until they have all of them in stock. And as you can see here, that's not true. They just randomly sent me a bunch of volumes. There's a lot of stuff that people tell me about Right Stuff that just hasn't been the case from when I order. They also told me that they wouldn't partial ship orders, and I all the time get like random books sent to me out of orders where I have, you know, half the book sent to me, and you know, they'll grab one book from one order and 5 books from one order. So they definitely do partial shipments. Maybe if you just have one order open from them, then they're not going to send anything until they get more, just for shipping reasons. But I regularly get kind of massive kind of bundles of everything. And then they had some Dark Horse Deluxe editions on sale. So I got the ones that I needed. So we got Blade of the Immortal Volume 3. I have all of Berserk. I have 1 through 9. I actually read through those this month. Fantastic series. You know, I didn't know what to expect. It's heavily hyped. Probably one of the most consensus, like, best manga of all time. And it definitely met the hype. It was just a fantastic series. So I can't recommend Berserk enough. Everybody talks about it. You don't need to hear my recommendation, but definitely read it. And then I picked up these, Hellsing Volume 1, Volume 2, and Volume 3. So this is a shorter series, so there's only 3 of these hardcovers for Hellsing. I don't know how long I don't know too much about how long Blade of the Immortal is going to be. I think I saw it was going to be like 10 of these volumes, but Hellsing is a smaller series. So that was all the deluxe editions I got from the Right Stuff sale. So that's all the hardcovers. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the soft covers, and I lied a few minutes ago. I have 2 more hardcovers that I found buried in my soft cover pile here. So I got another volume of JoJo's that missed my previous pile. This is Part 4, Volume 4. And then I also have this series, The Ghost and the Lady. They had some volumes of this on sale during the holiday sale. I don't know too much about this other than it's a weird looking Kodansha hardcover that looked like something I might like. So we got Volume 1 here. Yeah, definitely some really nice art. Not even sure what kind of story this is, but it looks like something I will enjoy. And then I don't have a lot of Tokyo Pop books, but these volumes were on sale for like $2 during the sale. So I picked up all of the whole series, and it is Hanako and the Terror of Allegory. So we have Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, and Volume 4. And this is by the creator of Future Diary, a series I've been wanting to pick up. And they had all the volumes on sale during this Right Stuff holiday sale of Future Diary. So I was going to pick that up, but they don't have the 1 volume that's going for crazy amounts of money. So it's like, then I would have to try to hunt down that volume that's probably out of, not going to come back in print. So until I can make sure I was going to be able to find the whole series, I went ahead and skipped that. And it wasn't for the $2 like this. It was just for kind of a normal like $9 for a $12 volume or $15 volume. So it wasn't an insane discount for me to worry about. This next bundle was a little weird because I was kind of confused. I've been wanting to pick up I Hear the Sunspot for a while now, but it's numbered very weirdly. And with most of these bundles that they've had at Right Stuff, it was for the whole series. And the bundle they had here was only for 4 volumes, and it wasn't for the 5th volume. And so I didn't really know what I was going to be getting until it got here. And then I see that I'm missing 1 volume, so I'll have to get that one separately. So here we go. We have, thankfully, I used Google like you should, and kind of found out the reading order of this. So we have I Hear the Sunspot. This is the original volume. Then there's also this follow-up volume called Theory of Happiness. So this is a sequel to I Hear the Sunspot. And then there's also this other series called Limit, that's subtitled Limit 1. And then I got Limit 2. So this was all part of this bundle. but Limit 3 was not part of this bundle, and I didn't know that, and it was on sale too at the time. So I'll grab that separately later on down the line. And this is a book I've been wanting to grab for a long time, and it was on the sale, An Invitation from a Crab. I don't own anything by this creator, but definitely one that I've been meaning to grab. As you can see, not kind of your typical manga art style, but this looks very, very fun. Then we have Summer Wars, the complete edition. If you recall, very early on in my haul videos, I got the two individual volumes of Summer Wars, and I did read it and I enjoyed it, but I like these kind of all-in-one volumes if I can get them, and so I grabbed the complete edition of Summer Wars. They had a bunch of Makoto Shinkai volumes for sale, so I grabbed some of those that I didn't have. We have The Garden of Words. We have Voices of a Distant Star. And we have 5 centimeters per second. Some of these are anime movies or anime series. I don't watch very much anime or really at all, so I haven't watched any of these movies. I actually think I might have watched Voices of a Distant Star back when it came out a long time ago, but I don't know too much about any of these other ones. Then I got all of Tokyo Terroriba Girls by the creator of Princess Jellyfish. I really enjoyed Princess Jellyfish. I really like her art. And this is a follow-up series, well, not a follow-up series, but one of her other series after Princess Jellyfish that I've wanted to pick up, and they had all of them as part of the Right Stuff holiday sale, volume 2. And these are really great covers, really great art. Love the colors. Volume 4, volume 5, 6. Definitely giving me a more adult kind of Princess Jellyfish vibe. 7, 8, and 9. And then this series I only heard about not too long ago. The only thing I knew about it that it was by the same creator of The Ancient Magus Bride, and that it was a short series. So I managed to grab all that they had at the Right Stuff sale of this series. So Frau Faust. We have volumes 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and this is a completed series, so that's all 5 volumes. Okay, so this last pickup from the Right Stuff holiday sale was the hardest one for me to decide to actually go through with. It's a series that I've always wanted to read, but it's got a massive number of volumes. It looked like my type of book. It's got, it looks cute. It's got spirits and demons and, cute creatures, yokai, and that is Natsume's Book of Friends. So I just figure I'm never going to get all these volumes for cheaper than the 5 something that they were. So I went ahead and bought the bundle of them, and a bunch of them are out of stock, but they did send me quite a bit of them. So we've got quite a stack here. So we've got volume 5. I'll let you kind of see some of the artwork. As you can see, definitely, it looks like more of a cute kind of series. Definitely doesn't look too action heavy. So we've got volume 5, sent me volume 7, volume 8 with an adorable cat, volume 9, volume 10. These are all really good covers. 11, 12, 13, 16, 17, 18, 19. I think the series is still ongoing, so I'll have plenty more to catch up on, but I think this goes through, that was 22, 23. I think this goes through everything that's up to date. We've got 24, we've got 25, and then we've got 26. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to checking out this series once the other volumes come in. I don't think this is a series that's like really, that some of the volumes are really hard to find. So I assume they were just out of stock and they'll be back in stock soon. But yeah, definitely looking forward to this. If you've read this series, let me know. I'm definitely looking forward to people's opinions on if they've liked this story or any of the books that you saw me pick up in this haul. So that completes another month's haul. That was everything I picked up in the month of December. If there's anything that I picked up that you think I should prioritize, read first, go ahead and let me know in the comments anything you love or hated that I picked up. And then if you enjoy these haul videos, I'm going to keep doing them every month. Go ahead and like and subscribe. Hope everyone had a great holidays, and if you watch this before New Year's, have a great New Year's, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.